If you're new, hi, welcome. My name is Michelle, and today we're going with a requested reading. We have made that in Spanish, as you guys should have known. This is the same reading on English. We want to remind you guys that my readings have no date. They are divinely guided. Everything has free will. Not everything's going to resonate with everybody. That's fine. These readings are always for your entertainment purposes only, and everything that I mentioned is allegedly throughout the whole video. You're always given the legal disclaimers at the beginning of every video for anybody who may be interested in reading it. And I'm going to give you what the card says, and I'm going to also add a little bit of what I found in the Spanish reading of the same topic. So we got the Nine of Cups in reverse. Can we get one card at a time, please? It's just, thank you so much. We got the Seven of Wands, the Eight of Swords in the reverse. Thank you. Five of Pentacles in the reverse, the Ace of Wands, the Star in the reverse, Nine of Cups, the Tower, the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, and the Empress. And the Empress, Libra, Sagittarius, Aries, Scorpio, Aquarius energy, Pisces, Libra. So in Capricorn. So it's showing me here that when these two got together, mom and dad, they never really wanted kids, allegedly, and if they did, they wanted girls, allegedly. And this is also something that I found in Spanish, in the Spanish reading. It also showed me that they did have kids because of what it was expected of them, and they had the kids, and they had two because allegedly they were trying for the second girl, what happens with the first guy, with the first son, and allegedly when they had another boy, they just stopped because allegedly they did not want to have more and having another boy, because allegedly they didn't want boys and they wanted girls, if anything, but generally they allegedly did not want kids. This was just pressured maybe by somebody else, who knows. Now it does tell me right here allegedly that they were never the perfect couple. The mom has always allegedly had issues with drinking, some sort of like substances as well, a white powder, if you know what I mean, allegedly. He also allegedly, the father also liked to allegedly drink, and he was allegedly kind of like abusive, allegedly, physically. He will like not treat his wife properly, and he allegedly, since the kids were born, allegedly he grew hatred towards them, allegedly, because he was just like that and he didn't want kids, and it's like allegedly a lot of things messed up in his head. They overcame situations, and whenever they had the money, they will pay somebody to take care of the kids because they didn't even care about taking care of them. Allegedly the mom never or barely like breastfed them or anything. Allegedly when the kids cried, if they didn't have the nanny, they would like let them cry forever because allegedly they just like hated their own kids. Allegedly the father, before I get into it, because again I saw this in the Spanish reading and I want to give you a little bit of recap. Allegedly the father liked to beat them with a stick, allegedly, in their hands and their legs, allegedly, since they were very little, because he allegedly found happiness doing that. Messed up. So allegedly they were, yes, abused. They were abused in that sense, since they even had any conscience. They were little babies. Now I do feel as well that allegedly since that he was very tough on them, allegedly expecting more and more and more, and everything was his way or the highway. I do feel as well allegedly they started allegedly hating their mom as well, because their mom will side with the father all the time, and allegedly with the cards here they felt hopeless. It's like nobody defends me, my mom and dad, nobody defends me. And allegedly everybody else in the house, if there was any workers, allegedly if there was any other person, for example family members, they were afraid of him, of the father, allegedly. So they will let the father scream, allegedly he will call them names. Allegedly there's something about like allegedly he will call them abortions, allegedly he will allegedly call them bastards and stuff like that, allegedly, like very bad names. And these are the only two names I hear, and I could tell you there was more, allegedly saying the worst things ever. The mom allegedly knew the father was unfaithful with younger females, allegedly, and she just cared but didn't care because allegedly she was lacking of self-love. She was very dependent on the money, and the alcohol allegedly and the drinks and all that kept her from allegedly being able to be in her five senses. Allegedly she will like forget to wear outfits. She will allegedly get out of the house without a top, without something, because allegedly she was so diving into the substances. Now this guy, because the father also like disliked the mom, allegedly I feel like whatever the situation might have been, allegedly it feels like this woman that he married allegedly wasn't not his first option. His first option was allegedly a girl with brown dark hair, but for whatever reason he went with this woman. Allegedly he married her, and anything she did and anything they created he disliked, and this comes with the kids. And allegedly for some whatever reason his kids allegedly reminded him of this female he married. They worked very hard to make sure that they looked like the perfect couple. And he disliked when his son stand up for him. To him. I'm sorry. Allegedly, he hated when his son started to standing up for themselves. So allegedly, Justice, the Hermit, and the Two of Pentacles. Justice is allegedly the truth, yes or no truth, something bigger, something that is legal, obviously something that is intense. And the Hermit is talking about hidden, within, secrets. Two of Pentacles in the reverse, something that is not really being balanced correctly because allegedly we lack of information. So something about the case, it's not completely there, allegedly. Something, I'm not saying it's a lie, if you want to call it, it says something is incomplete, allegedly. Something is incomplete, allegedly. And you can be mad at me, but I'm just reading the cards, okay? You can read your cards if you want to. I do see allegedly that the situation with the parents, the ending their life, these brothers ending their life with their parents, was allegedly a plan. Yes, it was a plan. One of them was planning it 4 weeks prior, allegedly. They were really heavily planning on it. But I don't see the plan of ending life, allegedly. This was something that got out of hand. And in the Spanish reading also, it also said it, allegedly. They did not, the one did not plan of ending somebody's life. It was allegedly more like showing you that I'm not letting you walking all over me anymore. I'm making a statement, allegedly. But it seems that even when they showed that side of them, the father allegedly and started like laughing, and that caused more rage. And this outcome allegedly was caused by rage. It was not planned to be this outcome, allegedly. Now allegedly here, the one with the curly-ish hair, allegedly, of the brothers, was allegedly the one who allegedly planned it in his head, allegedly. But again, it went out of hand. Were they abused allegedly physically? Yes. This household was toxic. They were not good parents. They were not good parents since they were born. They were mistreated back to back, allegedly. Even again, they felt these two gentlemen, when they were young, when they were supposed to be taken care of, and when they were supposed to be protected, everybody treated them like garbage, allegedly. And every time they spoke, they tried to look for help, sympathy. They didn't get that. The world that they lived allegedly showed them that you got to defend yourself. You only got each other. So allegedly, of course, they actually found shield in each other, allegedly, because the world where we're supposed to help them showed them that they were not going to. So allegedly, this outcome and this chosen to do that. It was allegedly their only view of, I need to get out of this. I can't live like this anymore. I can't take this anymore. It's also like, I'm ashamed of allegedly feeling like they were like always so nervous around their parents. Allegedly, like they always looked down. They were stressed. It was like allegedly so abusive. And I gotta use allegedly because of reasons. If you don't know, you don't know. So, but the beyond abuse, allegedly, it says that something is not being said. Something is missing, allegedly, too. You know what I'm saying? Now, before I say this, I'm not saying that it's not true. I'm saying that something allegedly is missing in what has been said. Okay, allegedly. Now, before you say I say something, hear my words, hear them again until you can understand what is coming out of my mouth. Okay? They did not plan to end the parents' life. Allegedly, they did not plan it. Allegedly, when they happened, because of rage. This was rage taking over, which blinded them. At least the one that did the first shot, allegedly. They got scared, and they're like, we need to. First, allegedly, they felt relief. Allegedly. Second, they felt we're even, because yes, these two adults inflicted a lot of pain emotionally, physically as well, to these two young boys at the time. And allegedly it did mess up their mind and the way they perceive reality. They often were not living in the moment. They were allegedly they created a fantasy world in their head often to escape the horrendous verbal and at times allegedly verbal abuse and physical abuse allegedly that they were inflicted to, and to where as in the adulthood they felt harmless. I'm sorry, not harmless. They felt, what's the word? Powerless. I'm sorry about that. The word I'm bilingual, so obviously I got confused there. They felt powerless, allegedly. But yes, whenever they realized the outcome and what they happened that they did, they got all these mixed feelings. But allegedly then they got worried, like, oh my gosh, what are we gonna do? Whenever it did set in what they done, you know. But allegedly the Chariot Cancer energy in the reverse. There is allegedly a woman with blonde. It could be a male too, but it shows me a lot of feminine energy allegedly. Again, this could be a symbolism as well. And a feminine energy, you take it or leave it, with blonde hair, could be wavy curly hair allegedly. That allegedly also could have helped whenever it could have helped to perhaps allegedly find some words, if that makes sense. Read between the lines. Now this doesn't show me who she was, what she was for them, but allegedly she could have allegedly help them find words allegedly before expressing anything. The reason why they tried to stop their parents, besides everything, they wanted some money so they could get out. They wanted just to leave the family allegedly. They wanted to leave the house. They wanted some money so they could start a new life far away from them allegedly. They were planning on changing their last names too, like, I want to start over in a different country, in a different state. And they were allegedly not going, they were going to do it before. Like, the one brother was going to escape allegedly, and he was not going to take no money. But then he's like, you know what, this is mine too, I deserve some money. And allegedly he was going to say, like, I want to leave, but he knew the parent would never allow that. So allegedly they did that because They wanted to get the money so they can leave. They did not want to hurt anybody. It was rage, allegedly. It was a plan to get out, but I don't see the intent. But allegedly they were so angry it happened, and allegedly they wanted some money to get out and change their whole life and move forward. Although they're not free right now, they have been living freely because allegedly they're no longer afraid of this monster that was their parents, allegedly. But something, allegedly, it's not completely organized, and something needs to yet come out onto light, allegedly, that could put some clarity into the big question. Now, why I'm not saying more? Because I'm not going to. If you want to know more, you can read your own cards, my love, but there's a reason why I'm not choosing to say everything. I always know why I do, and this is the reason why I'm not saying anything. But whenever this truth come out, because allegedly is going to come out in the future, that's going to help give more clarity. If you have seen this video before that happened, you'll understand. I do see allegedly one of them is going to get out prison before the other.